All right, so in this lesson, we're going to cover vibrato. This is a technique on stringed instruments where you rock your finger or hand slightly, and you go slightly below the note that you're on and slightly above it at varying speeds, and it adds texture, it adds a little color, it really brings out the emotion in the instrument. There's a bunch of different ways to do vibrato. The classical players have a very refined technique that's maybe based around the speed of the song, or it's very forceful. I've over the years have kind of fallen into a more relaxed or a looser vibrato. Play a lot of waltzes, and it seems to work well with those. So I'm going to show you how I do it. There are other ways to do vibrato. If you have one that you're happy with, stick with it. This is just kind of showing you how I get the sound that I get. So with that, I will give you a close-up angle on this here in a second. But let me play just a little bit the difference. D note that's straight, no vibrato, and then with vibrato. And as I play through here, I'm not really pulling the hand away from the instrument. I'm just relaxing it right there and allowing it to shift a little bit. And so something you can do even before you grab a fiddle is to practice this motion with maybe a film canister, an old 35 millimeter film canister with some nuts and bolts in it. Grab that and pretend like it's the neck of the instrument, and then shake it like so, rhythmically to a metronome. So you can kind of practice controlling how fast that's happening, and then you work up the speed on that. People might ask you what you're doing if they don't know, but it's something that does help just train you, and you want to bend your wrist around like you would be if you were holding a violin. So that helps with getting that down. So now let's take an up-close look at what it looks like. All right, so my advice to you to work this out is practice without the instrument, practice the motion to a metronome, and then pick up a song that you already know really, really well that's simple. So Tennessee Waltz, Faded Love, something slow, and then start applying these techniques intentionally. Pick a specific spot in the song or a specific note even that you want to practice that vibrato on. So something you can do also before you start playing this in songs is just practice over scales. Pick a D scale, and then vibrato on each note as you go up and back down, and then work up to a different scale. Just get familiar with it, and then start working it into your songs. It's a great way to provide emotion, color, texture, and even drive sometimes to a song. If you get a fast song and you really want to create some motion and some movement with it, vibrato can help with that. It's also good. Check out the third position instruction tutorial, technique tutorial. I talk about the use of vibrato to help you correct yourself when you're out of tune, if you're up in third position. So it's definitely something you should learn, and that's how I do it. There you go.